there's two episodes in particular where the music was way left field, and we're going to talk about one of them right now. So just lay out all your feelings on Tatooine Rhapsody. Or do you want me to go first, and then you can respond?
Well, all right, let me set it up, because you can probably bring us maybe back home to Tatooine a little bit.
Some positivity.
You can bring us in for another happy landing. Yeah. Again, I said it on my show. Like you said, we're going to keep referencing my thoughts I've already put out there, but I like the idea of like a Star Wars musical. If one of the studios was like, we're going to do a Star Wars musical episode, especially in non-canon. All right, totally cool. Oh man, the style, it didn't work. And I think that was the episode they said that the music made it Star Wars, which...
I would argue that for sure.
I really like punk rock, pop music, like all genres really, but that particular style, guitars and drums, is not inherently Star Wars. They said it was inspired by Blitzkrieg Bop. Like,
right.
I love that. It's not Star Wars though. The Ramones are not Star Wars. So it was weird. And the fact that episode had Boba Fett and Jabba, if there was going to be a Visions episode that was going to irk even like the most friendly of Star Wars consumers, that's going to be the one, because it's the only one that really messes with the timeline. The other ones, even if they were canon, they don't really mess with other established stories. Again, they said this in the behind the scenes. Oh, we didn't know if this episode was going to work. A band, and it's got Jabba, and it's going to be really fun, though. So we're going to see how... And you could tell whoever that dude was that was describing this was like sweating bullets that he knew people would rip it apart. And they went for it, but it did not hit home for me. It was a little cringy. I was showing Robin as I was watching it, and they were performing the song and like the crazy vocal performance, and she was wicked confused.
Yeah.
But it was really... strip all my opinions off of it, though. It was really cute in its own bubble.
Yeah. Again, this was someone's story. This is a story someone had. And it's not set in... God. I just want to throw up every time I say the word now. It's not set in canon. So they had the freedom to tell whatever story they wanted to tell with whatever characters. And I loved seeing Boba Fett and Tamura Morrison.
Boba Fett rocking out to the music? I actually kind of like that.
It's a lot of fun, but also it's someone's passion project, and I love that. And the music isn't Star Wars, but no music was Star Wars before there was Star Wars music. So people create, and then what they create becomes part of the zeitgeist, another word that makes me want to vomit.
Yeah. No, they could have hired me to do music for that, and then I would be getting flamed, and even being like, no, it is. This is Star Wars. It made it Star Wars.
I understand what you're saying. The idea of it's not Star Wars is, this is all these shorts, these visions, people's visions are what makes Star Wars Star Wars. Star Wars was someone's vision, and now we talk about it 40 years later. So it's just all incredible storytelling from incredible people. All the things I just said being said, Tatooine Rhapsody is probably my least favorite amongst the group. It is, honestly, it's much better in Japanese, especially the singing part. So if you're going to go back and watch it, try to do it that way. But there's still so much Star Wars-ness to it. I think it's still an incredibly heartfelt story. It's still an incredibly found family story, which is the heart of Star Wars at this point. And I think it's a really incredible sort of parallel, maybe not exactly a parallel, but it really got me thinking, because you and I have been talking about Rebels so much, because you're going through Rebels, and I love Rebels. It's such an incredible parallel to the Rebels storyline, where Ezra, some street rat Padawan, gets picked up by Kanan, who's a Jedi, and learns the ways of the Force. This kid, we see, starts out during Order 66. He gets found, and his trajectory is changed because of who finds him. So Ezra, the Padawan, gets found by Kanan, the Padawan, I guess, and trained as a Jedi. This kid gets found by the Hutt and the band and gets trained as a musician. And the ending where he's held on to his broken lightsaber for so long and then turns it into a microphone is just the he's found his family, and it didn't have to be Jedi. And that adds such weight to found family. Like, Star Wars has become so much about found family. Rebels, The Mandalorian, on and on and on. But this is the one that says found family can be so important no matter who it is. You don't, like, it doesn't have to be important because you're raised by a Jedi or you're raised by a Mandalorian and then he, like, gives you to a Jedi or whatever. This is just, like, this is this kid's family, and he can put the past behind him and just be a rock star. And I loved that. I loved that part of it. And that part was so Star Wars to me. So as much as there's stuff in this episode I don't like, there's so much Star Wars-ness to it to me. And I love that. So please, if you're listening and you haven't watched it, give it a chance. Based on what we've said, you know it's not going to be like the hardest hitting thing for you. It's not going to be your favorite thing, maybe, but still.
They're like 12 minutes long.
Yeah, it's super easy to watch. That's our favorite thing to say about TV, which is like, yeah, anything's super easy. You're so sitting on your ass watching a screen. All right, anyway, that's my rant about Tatooine Rhapsody. That might be the most I have to say about any of these, because I really think it deserves respect, and it just, like, meant so much to me without me really liking it all that much.
I also would rate it my least favorite, but for everything we said up top, like, I don't want to just hate on it. There was reasons that it didn't hit home for me, but like you said, like, that could have been somebody else's jam. That's like, I don't like the Star Wars music, but I like this rock anthem stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And that could connect, and maybe that would be a cool series for a different demographic, and I'm not against that, and I would probably watch it.